Hi all! I would like to talk to you about what I learned about reading to children. I always considered doing this when I had kids, but never knew what the benefits were. What I was surprised to learn was that reading alone is not enough. Parents need to step into the role of teacher with their child to give them a foundation for learning that can only aid them in their future. So why did I want to know this? Meet Jeremy, my 15-month-old, who I'm trying to give the best life experience to. Being he is our first, it is a learn-as-we-go process. I started reading to him about a month before we were assigned the research project in communications, and to be honest, I wanted to know if I was wasting my time. Through the research I did, I learned that I could help him learn to speak, but I wasn't doing him any favors when it came to literacy if I didn't incorporate some kind of teaching. Why step into the role of teacher? I read a few articles about the benefits of reading. One of them was Unlocking the Door, Is Parents Reading to Children the Key to Early Literacy Development? And it's about how the benefits of reading to children have been overstated, and in reality, reading alone was only helpful in the aid of spoken word, and not at all in actual literacy development. In the article, they mentioned that at one point in time, reading was seen as a miracle drug that would fix any problem. Example, Sally has trouble spelling, therefore you should read to her. Obviously, reading alone will not fix a problem with spelling, but teaching Sally about letters and how they fit together to form words will. Some of you may say, I don't have time for that. Why do we pay taxes for teachers' salaries if we're just expected to do their job at home? Take a moment, step back and realize that our children often look to us for guidance on how to behave in life. This is not only a teacher's job. They often have overfilled classrooms and at least a few kids who are struggling. So how can we help? The article I read gave me some great ways to teach that include getting rid of illustrations. Pictures are great, but unfortunately when they are present, that is where the child's attention goes. Try books with small or no illustrations to keep them hooked on the words. Another way to teach is letter names and letter sounds. Like A says, ah, ah, ah. Sesame Street does this on every show. They pick a letter of the day and use words that start with that letter. If a child knows the letter and the letter sound, they are able to place it on their own. Last but not least, the article suggested teaching word meanings. If a child understands what the word means, they can use it properly. Example, hair as in a rabbit, or hair as in the hair in your head. If the child knows the context, they will use it properly. The next thing I wanted to know was when to start. Was it important to read to infants? Should I wait until he was a preschooler? When does he start to intake this information, and when will it become important? This question led me to the article, Does Reading to Infants Benefit Their Cognitive Development at 9 months old? An investigation using a large birth cohort study, which studied whether or not reading to young infants can aid in their development. The answer is yes. According to the article, between the ages of 9 to 12 months, children experience a growth spurt of joint attention skills, which are described as language progression, the development of abilities to understand beliefs, how to pretend, and long-term memory managing in infants. So now that we know that starting early is important, what are the benefits? Well, first up is speech development and literacy skills, which is basically what you will be teaching your child by incorporating a reading and teaching plan at your home. Now on to the gravy. They could have better problem-solving skills, increased brain development, an easier transition into school, a strong bond between you and your child, and an independent and confident kid. Who doesn't want this? With all of the benefits, it's in my opinion that reading and teaching to our kids is an important part of their life and development. If we want to provide the best kind of life for them, this is an easy and inexpensive way to do so. By making it a daily habit of talking and reading with our kids, not only are we able to make them feel loved and appreciated, but we benefit as well by building the bond and having the chance to not lose touch with our kids through the years.
Created using Powtoon.